So, Sharo, over to you. Please try to explain your drawing. Beautiful drawing.
Hello everyone. So before I start my drawing, I would say a small disclaimer. Many of you, when I'm saying the starting, it will make sense. But then when I come to the ending, you will get very confused. I am just giving a short disclaimer. So I'm going to start my presentation. So imagine you in the starting from the left corner. You. Imagine you are a red dot. Now many hundreds of people, they make a city. Now many cities. Imagine one city is a orange dot. No, yellow dot. Now many cities make a state. Imagine a state is an orange dot. Many states make a country. Imagine a country is a purple dot. Now many countries make a continent. A continent is just a black pencil. But very few continents, like for our Earth, make a planet. Now few planets make a solar system, which is a purple dot. Next, millions of solar systems, which is a green dot. They make a galaxy. Now trillions, not even trillions, uncountable amount of galaxies make a galaxy cluster. You might have heard it looks like the nervous in our brain, like the nerves. You might have heard. That is the one. And an unimaginable amount of these clusters make a Brahmanda. So even I cannot scale up to this point in my imagination. A Brahmanda is a blue dot. And an ever expanding or infinite, you can say, amount of Brahmandas. I could not expect what it was, so I put a question mark. And much more. I heard there are multiverses, omniverses, and I'm pretty sure there are 100 more or something. All of these make the Virat Rupa. But you don't have to imagine all of these, because even I cannot. So throughout the Gita, it is said that this God is within you. So all of this, now this is also very small. See, between planets also there are thousands of kilometer distance. So you can imagine that too. But all of that, can you imagine that within you? So what I am saying is, to imagine the Virat Rupa, to draw the Virat Rupa, you don't need to, draw everything you know, because that is the Vishwaroopa, no? So you don't need to do that. Just imagine yourself. Within you is the Virat Rupa. But there's also a moral to this explanation. So, first, you should think how minute you are. You might think that you're insignificant in this, but no. Or just by the fraction of God which is within you, He sustains this whole universe. So, the moral is that know how small you are. Don't have too much pride, but always know God is within you. You don't need to search outside for Him. Thank you.
Children, clap because this is something excellent. What about how did you come to all this understanding, Sharo? This is excellent, excellent. Explain your picture.
It is the Vishwaroopa of Lord Vishnu. He has revealed in the Bhagavad Gita. It means that there are innumerable forms, eyes, faces, mouths, and arms. All creatures of the universe are a part of him. He is
Correct.
the infinite universe without a beginning or an end. He contains peaceful as well as worthful forms. The Vishwaroopa Darshana is a divine and supreme form of Lord Vishnu. Thank you.
Excellent. Good. So all these thousands and millions and all arms and heads, they are nothing but all of us. Many human beings, different animals, all are part of God. That's why this picture she has made. Even the sun on one side, moon on other side. So day and night is also God.
So, Hari Om everyone. So I drew this and I imagined the setting, the first box that you can see. I imagined it to be like a grandmother telling stories from the Bhagavad Gita to her grandchildren. So it's like basically how we do the classes, but she's trying to explain to the children, and she explains everything in a simple manner, and then she covers all the chapters. And when she comes to 11th chapter where it talks about the Vishwaroopam, and she explains it, her grandchildren have a few doubts. So one child asks what the Vishwaroopam is, and the other, after listening to the grandmother, is very curious to know why God created both the good and the bad. So I would like to first like define the term Vishwaroopam. So from an extract from the Shweta Ashvatara Upanishad, says the following: Tvam jirno dandena vanchasi, Tvam jato bhavasi vishvato mukaha. You are female, you are male, you're the adolescent boy, you're the undergirl, you're the age staggering man district, you are the animals, you are everything around us. And you are the one who have assumed several faces in the universe. So this is what you would say is a more like textual definition of what is correctly given in the Vedas. But I thought I could show my understanding of the Vishwarupam, or what I thought it means. So of course the visual representation, like you see in the pictures and how many of us have drawn, like you can see the many faces, the many hands, and the many avatars of the god. So something that you can see visually are the shapes and forms like the Surya, Nakshatra, Chandra. You can see the weapons held by various gods in that one rupa, like the axe, the gadha, the shanka, chakra, everything. And then you have the vahanas of the different gods like Nandi, Mushika, Shanmugan, Peacock, all that. And you also have the Panchabhuta, the fire, water, air, space, and land. So these are the more visual forms that you can describe the Vishwarupa with. And many other drawings, obviously the birth and the death have also been, I couldn't incorporate in the drawing, but in many forms, as you guys know, like they have showed the birth, death, and the cycle of moksha. So, but if I wanted to go to a more deeper meaning of what I could understand from the Vishwarupa. So, the above are few of the aspects of the Vishwarupa, but with all this, the main thing what God did was He created all of us and the things around us. So He created what we categorize as good and bad. So good can be the nature around us, people, the crops, the various animals, and the most importantly, the knowledge, like the Vedas, which were firstly written by the Saptarishis, and then it's still today it's flowing, it's coming through us, we are getting to know about it. And the so-called bad things are natural calamities or human-made conflicts like war. Then we have rakshasas, and we have other like bad things like cigarettes, beer, etc. So Sri Krishna basically granted Arjuna the Divya Drishti, as you will see in the chapter, in this chapter. So this basically was to see the infinite form, that all the gods, everything that comprises of him. So it is said in these verses that the Vishwarupam has no beginning, it has no end, and the radiance or how bright it is similar to 1,000 suns. We cannot look up at the sun without wearing sunglasses, otherwise like our eyes start to hurt. So imagine 1,000 suns, it's that as bright as that. So without the Divya Drishti, Arjuna would not have been able to see anything. So with all the forms that I described before, Arjuna saw something which was different. So he could see numerous gods and sages offering prayers to the Vishwarupam. So this indicates that everyone and everything, so whether good or bad, is all in his existence. So according to me, what good and bad is, God did not create things by keeping in mind good or bad. So when He created a person, He did not think, oh no, he's going to destroy the nature around him to development. He did not keep that in mind. He created everyone and everything as His own children. So as when we began our existence, it is common nature for us humans to categorize things as good and bad. So I feel that it is the Maya which God has put upon us, and we are living through it. It's an illusion that we are living through. So we need to understand that this is an illusion. That is what has been described in the previous chapters. We need to understand that what we're living is an illusion, and the actual dharmic path is to become one with the Paramatma. So I believe this is what the Vishwaroopam is trying to tell to us, that to seek a guru, and the guru will show you a path which will lead you to the Paramatma. So to be a part of all that oneness is what I believe the Vishwaroopam says. So the Vishwarupam helps us to become one with the Paramatma through bhakti, jnana, one step after another. I hope you could understand my interpretation of the Vishwarupam. Dhanyavadam and Hari Om.
Excellent, excellent, Pragna. Nayana, you're able to explain your drawing?
Yes, yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yes.
So I basically I couldn't draw the Vishwarupa because I couldn't imagine it properly. So what I do is, what we can take an example of it, like plants. I took an example of plants to explain my version of Vishwarupa. So think the whole Brahmanda is a seed. The God sowed it, and now you have a big tree with good birds and all on it. The birds are happy, as you can see. With this tree, you can use this tree for homas, yajnas. You can use that timber to make furniture, etc., etc., etc. But if you look at the bad qualities, here this God also sowed this seed as well. So you can see there's a cactus growing out of this seed now, and you can see a snake on the cactus as well. And if you go to touch this plant in by chance, because snakes stay there, because the eagles can't hunt them there, because the eagles will get poked by the sharp thorns. So these thorns, let's say, are the 6 bad qualities. So now good people, if they go touch this, they're going to get affected by the bad quality. So if you go touch like a poisonous bush or something, you can definitely notice that there's a weird feeling if you don't have an antidote with you. So it's a very it's poison is the opposite of amrita, and amrita is the opposite of poison. You can also say that too much amrita can also be a poison, and too much poison can't be amrita. So it's an irreversible process if you take it like that. But according to me, the bad qualities are like a cactus which will always spread venom through because of the snakes on it, and the good tree which is used for homas, timber, etc., are the good qualities, are the good people which God created. Hari Om, I hope you all could understand.
Excellent. Very nicely. The drawing, the concept of this is what I wanted from all you kids. Very beautifully explained, Nayana. Thank you very much. So the message is loud and clear. We should have good qualities because God is showing the good thing as well as bad. And the good qualities also spread well as well as bad qualities. As she says, too much poison is not going to be Amrit. Okay, so be careful. Do not take that snake's. Uh,
Hello.
yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. There is Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu has created many things, and that can be categorized into good and bad. For example, as you can see here, good I have drawn Lord Sri Rama, which represents good qualities, good things, and and many more. And in the bad part, I've drawn Ravana, who had the sole intention of disturbing others, and he had the 6 bad qualities. But we can also say that both have God in them, inside them. Hence, both are created by God. Hence,
Lord God has created everything which is good and bad. Hari Om.
Exactly. Very good, Shikesh. Very good. Very clear drawing, very clear demarcation, and very nicely you explained that God has created because He has created each part of the universe. Like sunlight, when it falls, the rays of sun, when it comes to Earth, does it discriminate that it will only fall on rivers and good places and it will not fall on something bad? It will not fall on the prisoners in the jail. It will only fall on the people who are on the bigger places, like in a good environment. It just rays of sun falls equally. So Vishwarupam is nothing but like the rays of
To
sun, which is
provide this
also
warmth
there.
to everything.